What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another Sorare video. This is the £25 Road to Glory, and if you guys enjoyed this series or it helps you in any way, please make sure you like, subscribe, and if you've got anything to say, make sure you leave a comment, and let's get right into the video. What's going on, guys? As you can see here, we're just doing the usual stuff today. Going to look through the results from last game week and build some teams for next game week. Before we get into this, if you do know any good Cap 240 players, I'm looking to build a Cap 240 team for when the European seasons start again. So if you can find any great value players, make sure you leave them in the comments because I'm going to pick some of them up. A couple of people have already suggested some to me on Twitter and they've been great. So I'm starting to build a watch list. I'll probably show you guys my watch list at some point in this video. But anyway, MLS Amateur was a massive flop for us. Philadelphia lost 2-1 to the Earthquakes, so Blake didn't get himself a clean sheet. And Nashville didn't perform great against Toronto. Carlos Hill finally got a decisive. He's been getting good scores recently, but not really getting me too many decisives. But he got us one finally, so that's good. And did he come off at halftime or something? No, I was thinking of last game week. Just not a great game. LA got smashed, and I think he's now away on international duty. MLS Semi-Pro, same story, obviously, 'cause it's the same players, apart from we have Lovitz in here, didn't do great. Just an average game week from him. If he gets a clean sheet, then it looks a bit better. He's a really good scorer. Someone that we have moved on. I'll show you the gallery after these. But we did manage to hit the threshold. We had Guzan and Gutman play first, both putting up really good scores, and then Pablo Ruiz played, and we had about, basically 200 points with these two left to go. So I'm really disappointed that we actually didn't manage to bag a tier 5, but Dallas just didn't play great against Portland. I was hoping they could score a couple of goals against Portland at least. Quagman actually got down and scored a few points, I think. Last time I checked, he was on about 46. And O'Brien, I think is how people are pronouncing it, just didn't do great, and he got himself a yellow card right at the end of the first half. So that's the rewards. Nothing special. We got ourselves the threshold, which is really good for building our teams for the European season. So I'm going to jump over to Sorare and just update you guys with what's been going on with the gallery before we build next week's lineups. So we're over. That's just closed itself. If you guys managed to see that, we have been picking up some players. Maybe we haven't. I've got a bit of an ETH balance, but we've been trying to pick up some players on auction for a Hajduk split stack. Oh, Paxton sold, right. Right, so we won a couple maybe. Let's go check out the cards. I can show you guys the basic idea. There is a referral event going on, so if you do use the link in the description to sign up, you'll guaranteed to get an MLS card between these dates if you buy 5 cards from auction. So as you can see here, we've started to move some players on. All we've really got left is the Atlanta stack, the Dallas players, Pablo Ruiz. I've just been really reluctant to sell him because I won him as a reward. And Noni Madueke, who you guys know I picked up on auction for 0.01, and he's now actually worth quite a lot more due to the announcement of Sorare covering the under 21 Euros. Yep, so nearly doubled in price. I'm going to keep him though because he's one of my favourite Chelsea players at the minute. Sorry, got a really, I don't know, blocked throat. But anyway, starting to pick up a Hajduk split start. We've brought in 2 defenders, quite on the cheap. Our ZM actually isn't a Hajduk split player. They had him on loan and he had a really good end to the season, so they're looking at picking him up again. So I took the risk, bought him. And Josip Elez is a player that I'm pretty sure was injured for most of last season for Hajduk split, so he didn't really get many games. But I think starting again next season, he's going to be back in the team. Hopefully playing alongside Chidozie Awaziam. And then where have I got? Let's just have a look at the collections. So basically for the collections, I tried to pick up a few on auction because if we can find, yeah, so I see it now. I want to just be able to get to the 2%. Of course, I'm going to be picking up 6 players, I think, from Hajduk split. So getting the first 2, getting us to 60. I'm then picking up 4 more players. So even if I just pick them up from trades now, they'll still get us to the 2% bonus. Maybe this is something that we could develop over the next season. But for now, we're only going to be getting to about the 2% mark. I will go over to here and show you guys the watch list. So the Cap 240 watch list, I don't really think I have that many players on it. It's just a few players. Diego Godin isn't meant to be in here. I'm going to leave him in because it's for something else, but you guys don't have to worry about that. Bockhorn looks like a really good scorer. L15 is not too high, but he's decent, and he's in a pretty decent Bundesliga 2 side. Jordi Masip is getting relegated, I think, with Valladolid. So his price is actually going up now. But again, quite a low L15, and he's going to be a lot better in that second division. I'm presuming he's still going to start for them. But this watch list is basically going to be getting built up of cards that you guys recommend to me, and then heading into the European season, we'll buy a couple of your guys' recommendations. So this is my split stack. Chidozie Awazim, as you can see, really good end of the season with that 64 L5. Josip Elez used to play, decent scorer, but isn't at the minute. So we picked both these guys up for about, I think I picked him up for 2.8, and I think I picked him up for 3.9. So a little bit higher, but is a floor price of cards, not from Hadrick Split, so I didn't want to pick them up. Krovinovic, not really sure what's happening with him. He might be going to West Brom. So if anyone has any idea of what's going on there, please do let me know, because there are rumours circling that he's going to go to West Brom. But I think he's probably one of the better midfielders to pick up. He wouldn't be starting very often unless Josip Elez or Awazim aren't starting next season, because the preferred midfielder for me is Ben Lahu, who is just an unreal scorer for them. And he's the dream duo to have with Lavaya. In goal, haven't actually picked up yet. Nearly picked up a Lovre Kalinic. He's a bit of a club legend. Currently the club captain, I'm pretty sure. So I think when he's fit next season, he's back to starting. But if you guys have got any suggestions towards this Hadrick Split start, players that I should be picking up, any ideas of transfer rumours, or any of these players you don't think are going to start next season, please do let me know, because I don't want to be picking up players that aren't going to play. And I was just going to check what the notification was for this. If we've been outbid, I'm probably going to raise. Yeah, I'll increase my bid on that after I finish this video. So lineup builders, we're in a bit of a situation. Is it in 8-1? I'm just going to put us on semi-pro. Actually, I'll put us on Cap 240, so then we know what we've got to work with. So Atlanta aren't playing, and Dallas aren't playing, which obviously is now the core of our MLS teams. So in 3-8-1, all we're going to be playing is... Why have I not got a goalkeeper? So I brought in Kendall McIntosh. He's going to be playing for now. He's playing against LA, which obviously doesn't like a great fixture, but they haven't been playing great. So I'm not going to get too upset about that yet. Hani Mukhtar at home. I'm going to start Carlos Hill in there, I think, over Mukhtar. And then Buanga's away, so I brought in Vea. I don't know if Vea's away or what. I was getting kind of sick of MLS semi-pro, so I made some changes, and then if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I don't have the highest expectations for this team. Obviously, my striker is playing against my goalkeeper. But Pablo Ruiz seems to be dropping really consistent scores, so if he drops a 70 or an 80, it puts us onto a really good start. So I'm just going to save that in there. And I'm going to just show you guys the plan that I've got, because I do have some stuff built, I think. So yeah, Cap 240 is obviously the priority. So this week, this is next midweek, we're going to be able to field a full team. Nani Madueke against Czech in the under-21 Euros. A decent fixture, I would say, for Atlanta at home, because New York have really been so bad this season. Pablo Ruiz, he can put up a 50-60 against St. Louis, so no doubt about that. As long as he gets a start, he seems to be getting rested every now and then. But I'm sure we're going to be fine. I think Quagno might be getting moved on. If not, we can always start him if we need. Jeder O'Brien against Austin. I don't think it's a terrible fixture. It's not great, but It's not too bad. And Noni Madueke against Czech Republic, I'm hoping he can score really well. Last time he played for the younger England teams, he was amazing. So I'm hoping he can do that again. And then I'm going to move us to the weekend after. So we need one more player to fill out this lineup. I probably will just buy a really cheap defender or something that I think is going to get a clean sheet that week. Just throw them in so we can try and secure the threshold because it's a decent fixture for Noni Madueke. I think it's also a decent fixture for the Atlanta stack, and it's a pretty good game for Pablo Ruiz too. So if we just bring in someone who's going to start, get us a 35, if they manage to get a clean sheet, maybe a 45, 50. So we'll try and bring in someone really cheap for that role. And then at that point, we're getting really close to the start of the European season again. A lot of leagues are going to be starting up, start of July, mid July. So I'm not sure whether that is our last lineup because is this when the MLS break starts too? Or have we got one more week? No, we've got a few more weeks actually, haven't we? Yeah, so this is another week that I could play. I didn't save the draft, but I think I will have already saw my lineups by then. I think after game week 283, after we hopefully secure the threshold in what is it, 282 and 283, if we can secure it both times, that'd be amazing. We'll sell on basically all these players apart from Noni Madueke and really focus on finishing off the split stack. And then once the split stack's finished, we'll probably make a video or maybe go live building the Cap 240 team based on some suggestions from you guys. So basically, that's the premise of what's going to be going on for the rest of my summer. I've got a little bit of ETH here. I'm going to try and pick up the goalkeeper pretty quick before it's like confirmed he's starting again or anything like that, and his price rockets up because I think he's still pretty cheap. We'll check it out really quick. Yeah, for the scores he's going to produce, that's really cheap. He's actually come even down on us. His floor's gone up a lot, but his 3-day average is pretty decent. So I'm going to try and pick him up on auction. This card here, hopefully, as his auctions seem to be going for decent prices. Yeah, so we'll try and pick him up for less than 0.01 if we can. If not, I don't mind going a little bit over because his price is on the up. I'm not going to get one through offer that cheap anyway. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you do like, subscribe, and as I've mentioned at many points throughout the video, if you've got any information on any players I've spoke about or any of my teams, please do leave a comment and let me know because it really helps because obviously some stuff that's going on I can miss any news about players. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.